Hello, crafty friends. My name is Deb Joy Smeak with Delight of My Art, and I just wanted to welcome you to the videos today. I have the pleasure of showing you the On the Ocean bundle today, and I have had so much fun with this. This may be one that you skipped over when you first glanced through the catalog, but I want you to take a second look. So before we get into our project today, which is a 3D home decor kind of project, a little bit different than your regular card. I just wanted to get a little fancy, but I had so much fun playing with this set. I wanted to tempt you with some other samples first. So just a second, I'll put my face down here and show you the desktop here. So this is the bundle. It is a stamp set and dies, and I love this saying, "You are a treasure." I love all of the stamps in here. We've got birthday. We can weather this together. I'd be lost without you. I love these birds here. And then you can also make different ships and everything with this set. So these pair together. You can see the embossing on this hull of this ship. You also have some flags and a little skull. You got some little pieces to cut out the wheel here and two wave pieces. You can cut out the ship and then a cloud. And this cloud actually does fit over some of the words too. Nice and snug, but it does fit. So let me show you some things with some samples here real quick. This was a sample that I made. You are a treasure, and this is the gorgeous By the Bay specialty paper that I paired this with. So that's one sample. Here's one where I used the border wave pieces here and then put the ship, tucked it kind of back there. And this is from the same paper pack there. This was a fun one that looked like a porthole. I made that kind of look like a ripped map. We got some rustic metallic adhesive backed dots here on all of these projects. This one is using a mini action wobble that you can get on Amazon. I thought these were so fun. And this is the cloud punch here. Here's a double box card. This one has the ship embossed in gold. And there's that beautiful paper. It's got either pearl or gold foiling on it. Get these projects out of the way so I can make room for more. I have a few more. This was one that we made in my Facebook group, Stamp with Delight. We do mystery stamping every week. So this was one. Look at this pearl on here. Such a beautiful ship. You can see this is how you'd put this ship together. And that's how that would look on a card. Here is one made with the envelope treat boxes. We've got this little skull, and if you put a little black dimensional behind his face, you can see his eyes and his nose pop. And then this little gold piece comes with the envelopes as a little seal, and it just looks like a little medallion. Isn't that so cute? So this just slides off, and then I put some pearlized DSP on the inside. And then this is similar to what we're making today. We are making a Post-it note holder. And here again, I have the ship on a mini action wobble, but I found another fun thing to do here that I'm going to put a different feature over here for our next Post-it holder. So let's get started there. What I'm using is a couple things from the Dollar Tree, dollar store, any little dollar cheapy store will work. I think you'll probably be able to find these plastic photo holders here and there. This one's a 6x4 and it is landscape mode. So to take this, I'm going to put it backwards or upside down. And so it's going to rest on the desktop like this to have us put our things on. There is a protective sheet on here, which is good because this got kind of scuffed up in my stash here, and you just peel that off. So we're just going to peel this off. That's how nice and smooth it is now, all the way. And then this is just a piece of paper on the inside. So this is, we just need a 4x6 piece of DSP for inside there, and I picked this piece. It is pearlized, again, the same paper pack, and we just have to simply slip it in here, and you could change this out actually if you don't glue it in, which you could glue it in if you want to. So there's the start of our project already. So I also have a sticky note pad from the Dollar Tree. I found these from Jot sticky notes. They have 5 to a pack. So this is only $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, but I'm sure you can find something similar in your market or a similar store near you. Just a little pack of sticky notes, and I put tear and tape all along the back. And I just stamped these cute little birds here on the side there. So I'm not going to stick that down quite yet. I didn't take the backing off yet. We're just going to get all of our pieces ready so that we can arrange it before we glue anything down. So here is what I'm going to be teaching you to make today. I thought this was so stinking cute. It's a tiny little treasure chest, and I put a bunch of different gems and jewels and little doodads in here. So this will sit over here, and then we'll have this little banner, "You Are a Treasure." This banner is cut from the Stylish Shapes dies, and these actually fit. I just want to show you this real quick. Where did my stamp set go? Check this out. The banner here, this one right here, fits this one perfectly. This little teensy one fits Happy Birthday perfectly. This medium one here, which I used here, fits "You Are a Treasure" and "I'd Be Lost Without You." And then you can fit this, we can weather this together in any of the circles or squares. So I think that this die set pairs really nicely, and this is a must-have anyway. So just wanted to point that out, that those work really well with that. Okay, so I already stamped "You Are a Treasure" in Night of Navy and cut it out with that die. This is on very vanilla, but I want to show you how we made this. So let's get these pieces out. I'll put this to the side for a second. This will be our little muse. All right, so I've got some early espresso pieces. This is the body of the chest, and this one is 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. So it's 2 1/4 wide, and then I scored it at 1/8 of an inch on both sides there. So let's just take out this trimmer here and show you. On the long side here at the top, you're just going to go over to 1/8 of an inch, or back 1/8 of an inch from 2 1/4. So it's 2 1/4 wide. You go over, it's actually this very first line right here that you can see, and you just score that and then turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. So 1/8 of an inch on both sides, just so that when you see it from the side, it looks a little more finished. I guess that's not really necessary. Our chest is 2 inches wide, by the way, so it's 1.5 inches tall. And then we're just going to gently press that so that it folds. Don't want to be too firm with it because it might fold in the wrong place because it's such a small little tab. All right, so that's just so that we have enough room for these jewels in here when the lid kind of goes closed. And then this piece is the lid. It will come all the way from the back and fold forwards. So it's actually 2 inches by 3 inches. And then on the long side, on the 3-inch side, I just scored it at 1 inch. So just like so. And then we also have a few other pieces. I was trying to figure out how to make this chest, and I had a few failed attempts before I came up with this design, but I've got, instead of having the chest be the light color and gluing little tiny strips along the edges, I thought, well, we'll just start with the dark color and just lay a light one on top, and it kind of looks like it has all of those dark trim edges without all of the work. So I'm all about taking shortcuts as long as it looks cute in the end, right? All right, so all we have to do is glue this piece. This one that goes on the front of the box is 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. This is in Crumb Cake. And again, this one is early espresso. So I'm just going to glue that right on there. I had to use this "You Are a Treasure" saying, and I really wanted to, I mean, this is what we send cards for, right? To tell people that they are a treasure in our life. They are worth our time and our effort making all of these beautiful cards for people, and we want to let them know that they are a treasure. I'm not sure where my bone folder is. I was trying to look for that. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm just going to fold this lid piece over, and it's just going to sit like this. So on this lid, the little flappy bit, we're going to put this little crumb cake piece. This one is 1 3/4 wide by 3/4 of an inch tall. So just on the lid there, nice and easy. I like using liquid glue because it gives me a little chance to move things around a little bit and make sure it's straight. All right, now I have a little tiny piece. This is a 1/4 inch strip. It's actually 1 inch long, so I can stick it right in the center here. So I just took an inch piece and then just sliced off a little bit. Let me show you how I did that. If I can find my scrap papers. All right, so I have this little, I have a little scrap here. This is how you get all these little skinny pieces. You'll just stick it in your trimmer any which way. So I'm just going to stick it over here to 1/4 inch and then give it a whack. So then we've got this little piece, and I only need 1 inch for the lid since this is 1 inch tall. And so then I just trimmed it off there. And the little excess piece that I have there is going to go down at the bottom for the latch bit. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so we've got this little piece, 1/4 inch by 1, just in the center here. Just like that. Straight, ideally, right? All right, so the lid piece is done. And you'll see I've got these fun corners here. The way I did that was the Label Me Fancy Punch. I love this punch. I use this a lot. It fits a lot of greetings. But all I did was punch that out in a piece of scrap paper and then put it in my trimmer. I'll just punch it again. Let's do it together. All right, so I've got my piece here. And I'll have to grab a new scrap. Hang on. Oh no, here's one. All right, here's a scrap of early espresso. So we're going to take this and punch it. And by the way, if you don't want to waste any paper with this punch, do a skinny, let's see, this is 1.5 inches. Look at this. We don't even use these other little things here. So you can punch it like this, or to save even more paper, you could just kind of scoot it a little bit in like this, about 1/2 inch. So that'd be the best way to do it. But I'll show you how to do it with the whole piece. So I'm just going to put this in here and just cut it off at 1/2 inch. The tip of my little round part is at 1/2 inch without moving around. You don't have to be super precise. It's just whatever. And then you're going to put this up at the top and just cut it in half, or with your scissors if you're, it doesn't need to be, you know, exact. So here we have these 2 tiny little corner pieces, and this is what's going to go on our box on the corner. All right, so here's our bottom box. Here's our little corner pieces, and here's that extra little tab that we had left over from the lid. All right, so I'm going to take my liquid glue and figure out where these corners will go. See, they could either go tall ways or maybe like longer. I think I like them like this. So just fiddle with them till you get the corners in the corners how you like, and then we'll glue them in. All right, there's one. Here's another one. And then we'll put this little tab at the top. I think my other one was a smidge longer. It doesn't really matter. We're not really measuring this little tiny tab. Could be 1 inch, or not, well, 1 inch would be too long. 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch-ish. But there's our cute little bottom of our box. Isn't that so cute? All right, so this one will just fit in here on some dimensionals. And actually, we might want to do 2 dimensionals just to give that a little extra oomph. So let's get our dimensionals here. I'll put 2 at the top-ish, and I want to put them down a little bit. And you see here on this treasure chest, some of these I kind of tucked a little bit behind the lip to make it look like they aren't just floating up there. They're kind of spilling out because there's so much treasure. So make sure they go down just a little bit from the top there. Let's do this, and I'm going to do double dimensionals. Now I could have done 2 here, I guess, but I like things to be supported, and especially a home decor piece, you can afford to make sure that it's extra sturdy. So see I'm doubling up on these, but I took the backing off first before I'm sticking these together. All right. So this just sticks down on here. It's so cute, right? So we got our little chest, and now we just have to fill it with jewels. This is the fun part. So you just get to pick all of your favorite little gems and jewels. I'll show you the ones that I used, and I think they go really nicely in here because of the pirate theme and the gems and jewels and everything. So number 1, we've got rhinestones for diamonds, and you've got pearls for this little pearl necklace. Everybody's got rhinestones and pearls, right? But I wanted to really focus on these brushed metallic adhesive backed dots because there's 3 different metallic colors in here, and I felt like that was so like beautiful coins and like pirate booty, right? And then this flat adhesive backed pearls is a new product that is in the same suite as this paper, the By the Bay suite. And so I thought, well, we need to bring in these pearls too. So you can use whatever gems you have on hand, but these are the ones that I use. So let's go ahead and decorate that. I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool out. I love this thing for putting embellishments on because it's sticky on the end. So let's start with this cute little pearl necklace, shall we? I'm going to, you can see I colored on some of my pearls here, so my background is a little bit funny, but did you know you can color your pearls with your blend markers? I love that feature. Any of our whitish, the rhinestones, you can color all those with the blends to match your projects. All right, so I'm just making a line of these little skinny ones, these little tiny ones, I mean. And we'll just kind of loop back up. Doesn't have to be real long. There. And we want it kind of going back in there. There. All right, we've got some pearls now kind of spilling out of our chest. Let's see if I can get this closer because I'm working with kind of small pieces here. Sorry, just a minute. Let me see if I can get this a little bit down a little bit further. Well, I'm not sure I can zoom in very far. That's a little bit better, right? All right, so we've got our little pearls here, and then we can put one of these big flat adhesive backed pearls on the end. I need some more sticky on the end here. You can just turn this and get a new piece of tacky putty. Well, these are firm. All right, here we go. So we've got this big, beautiful necklace that is spilling out of our treasure trunk. and I will be adding a few more of these. So we'll just go back and forth and kind of fill in the gaps. I've got some of these here, so I'll just start with the ones I've got extras of, right? Huh. Take silly putty. Okay. It really does work nicely, except if you're on camera and then it likes to be fussy. All right. There we go. And we'll just kind of tuck them in there just a little bit so they can be kind of piling up. No rhyme or reason about which pieces are where. Oops, I didn't grab that one. And I want some rhinestones on there. And some of these little pearls. Maybe another rhinestone. Put some piled up down here. We have so many jewels and treasure that it's just spilling out. Put another one of these here. Oh yeah, there we go. Beautiful little treasure chest, right? Okay, so now that we have all of our treasure in our treasure box, let's put our Post-it note holder together. So we've got our sticky notes with some tear and tape on the back. I just did it all around the edges and then just a little piece on there. We've got our treasure chest, and we've got our You Are a Treasure little banner. Okay, so now we can lay everything out and make sure we like how it's sitting on there. So I think I like how that looks. It's pretty simple, but it's really effective. I'll just put some tear and tape on the back of our treasure chest, and we are about done. So I hope that you enjoyed this project with me. I do like to do some fun, different fun folds and everything. I do in-person classes, but also online classes. If you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love if you shopped with me at orderwithdeb.com. But if you're a demonstrator and you just want some inspiration too, anybody can join my email list or join my Facebook group, Delight of My Art, which is free for inspiration and fun. Just like to share learning and all of that. So everybody is welcome there. All right, now we just have to stick all this down. All right. Oh, and if you are interested in a paper share, I will have paper shares available through January 10, I believe. So I think most paper shares kind of finish up before the catalog even launches, just to make sure that everything will be in stock. But we're going to wing it and see if we can get the paper shares. We just have a little bit more time to order those. So if you are interested in that, you can come to my Facebook group or my page, Delight of My Art. We'll just go ahead and put this on there. Oh, so cute. There we go. You are a treasure. Wouldn't you like to tell somebody that they are a treasure in your life? Isn't that so stinking cute? So thank you so much for watching. I'll bring my face back to say goodbye. Thank you guys. Enjoy today. Have a good day.